to you guys like you're right here with me. But anyway, hello, good morning, grand rising, greetings, God bless you, and welcome to our second life lesson of 2024. We are getting them rolling, y'all. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's live together. Let's learn together. Let's grow together. We cannot help but to occupy this earth together, so we might as well try to be on the same just on the same page with a lot of things. There is so much miscommunication and disagreements and bumping heads and people not getting along, and you don't do what I do, and you don't worship how I worship, or you don't believe in what I believe in, and there's a million and one reasons. You a blood and I'm a crip. We ganging out here, but we on two different gangs. We find a million and one reasons. You're a Democrat and I'm a Republican. We cannot get along for so many different reasons. You're one race and one color, and I'm the other race and another color. But at the end of the day, we are all human beings. We all desire to be loved and to be happy and to have peace in our hearts and in our minds. We are more alike than we are different. We have so many similarities, and we need to learn how to um, get along and openly communicate on so many things, and maybe we can get along together. We can't help but to occupy this space together at one time. So for those of you who are not familiar with me, my name is Sakara Bay. I am a motivational speaker and a author with a powerful testimony and a lot to say. So sometimes my mind is like, of course, I think your mind moves faster than your lips because there are so many thoughts that can go through the mind at one time. And I'm like one of those type of people. I don't say everything that's on my mind. Because if I did, I would get in a lot of trouble. But I don't know. I think a lot. And the things that I do allow to come out of my mouth, I will hope that they have meaning behind them. I don't want to just say things without having a point or a reason or meaning behind the things that I say out my mouth. But I do have a very powerful testimony, and I do have a lot to say. And I do believe that God brought me here on this earth for this reason. I do believe that I stumbled across my destiny when I began to write books and become a motivational speaker. I do believe that this is what I am called here on this earth to do. So I choose today to walk in obedience and do the will of God, what I believe God created me to do. So this is a safe place to breathe, relax, and learn. Leave your problems aside, whatever you argued about last night or this morning, whoever you were arguing with, release all negative emotions, anything that is cramming your mind and allowing you to feel negatively in any kind of way. I want you to release those things, even if it's just in these moments, and allow yourself to be open and free to learn and to grow and to elevate and to feel good in these moments. It's fun here. I like having fun. I like to love. I like to laugh. I like to extend heartfelt, warm greetings. These things are very genuine and from my heart. I know what it's like to be in dark places and to feel like you are alone in this world. You have no one. Everything is tumbling down on the top of your head. I know what it feels like to be in a state of deep depression and drug addiction. Many of you are familiar with my testimony. A single mother. I just know what it feels like to be alone. And by the grace of God, God has allowed me to overcome. I am an overcomer. I see myself as an overcomer. My twin sister, her and I don't know how we got on this subject, but she said they cannot scientifically prove the strength of a black woman. They can't figure out how black women became so strong, and they try to get it down to the science of it over the years, and I can't explain it either. But I know I am strong, and I know that I have overcame many things in my life. God has allowed me to become strong, but sometimes I do think about my strength and how a lot of people perceive me to be so strong. And I don't want to be strong all the time. I mean, I want to be strong when I know I need to be strong and utilize my strength, but I don't want to be seen as the person that doesn't need help. I want to be vulnerable sometimes. I want to be taken care of and loved on and all of those type of things. So I know what it feels like to have to be strong when you don't have a choice but to be strong. But we deserve to be loved and cared for. And someone asked me how my day is going, and treated with compassion and the same things that we extend from ourselves. We deserve those things to be extended back to us. It should be reciprocated. But I am an overcomer. God has allowed me to make it through so many of the darkest days of my life, all of the darkest days of my life, and for that I am very, very grateful. So that leads me to the next stage in my life lesson. Before we get started, let's have a few moments of silent gratitude, and then we will jump right into this week's topic. So my moments of silent gratitude, I'm not going to go off on y'all. Normally I just really go off on the importance of expressing gratitude. You have to know that you are not here by your own might and by your own doing. This is something that we need to get in the habit of doing every single day. Every morning when we wake up, we should be consumed with feelings and emotions of gratitude. Allow that to power your day. Allow that to lead you and your emotions and raise your vibrations. And instead of opposed to thinking negatively and all the things that could possibly go wrong today, or all the things that went wrong yesterday, or all the people that got on your nerves and your job and your mom and your whoever, opposed to thinking about those things, it is so important that we get in the habit of counting our blessings and being grateful for the things that we do have. That is so, so, so important. So I like to begin every life lesson with just 5 seconds. Close your eyes, deep breath, deep meditation, clear your thoughts. Focus on your breath. Count 5 breaths. If we're going for about 5 seconds, count 5 breaths and just do not think about anything. When you don't think about nothing at all, when you clear your mind, you allow the things that you actually want in life to radiate towards you, to be attracted towards you, when we learn how to clear our thoughts and not think about anything. So that's an option. Or you can repeat to yourself one thing: God is good, God is good, God is good. That's, for example, whatever that one positive thing you want to repeat over and over in your mind. Or you can cram as many things into that 5 seconds that you can possibly cram in there, that you can think of why you are grateful, even if it's just on today, even if it's for last year, even if it's for your trials and tribulations, the things that God has allowed you to make it through, even if it's for your paycheck, you having a job, you got a roof over your head, you have food to eat, you have shoes on your feet. Those type of things that we take for granted. Some people don't have those things. Some people don't have arms. Some people don't have legs. Some people, as much rain as we got last night, there were people that I know personally and that I love dearly that had to sleep out in that cold rain last night. And I think about those people and I pray for them. And I am so grateful that God allows myself and my children as well, even my adult children that do not live at home with me. They have beautiful homes. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that we are not the ones that are sleeping outside in the elements, whether it be hot or cold or rain or snowing or wherever. more. There are people that have to sleep out there. So I'm gonna remind y'all today. This is for the ones that like to complain. Why you doing all that complaining? Trust me, somebody would give their left leg to trade places with you. We have to learn how to be grateful on the regular basis. We are not doing God a favor for learning how to be grateful. We are literally doing ourselves a major service by learning how to be grateful on the regular basis. So let's just take these few moments before we jump into our life lesson. I guess I kind of sort of did go off on y'all a little bit about gratefulness, but listen, we have to. We have to learn how to be grateful. I had people slinging around self-made, and I'm out here doing this on my own. If it wasn't for God, you would have nothing. I'm telling you, you won't. He is the reason that you are alive. So we have to express gratitude every single day. So let's take a few moments, take a couple deep breaths, and then we will move forward with our life lesson. Whew. I love every part of that. Every single part of that. It just does something for me. When I take moments out to express gratitude, it literally raises my vibration. Let me just tell you real quick. I heard a thump in the wee hours of the morning, and I jumped up. It was so loud. I jumped up. This is this morning, like maybe 5:30 a.m. because it sounded like one of my children had fallen out of their beds. So I jumped up yelling like, "Hey, did someone fall out their bed? What was that? What was that?" And when I finally got myself together and got out the bed, we have a huge tree right in the back of our home, and the tree, it looked like it must have got struck by lightning because one of the largest branches on there was cracked, and the majority of it is currently right now on top of my home. And I know it could have been worse if it was any more of that tree. That I don't know how old that tree is, but the tree behind my home is huge. If it was more of that tree, or even that entire tree, my son's bedroom would have been crushed. And it was loud enough to wake all of us up. So that already indicates that it was a good amount of the tree that toppled on top of our roof this morning. And I'm just so grateful that it wasn't worse. We could be in a position right now where it's wintertime, where we could have to just pack up and get out of here if it had penetrated the roof, and our home was open right now in the back right there. So now it just has to be removed. And I know so many people who find themselves in that situation where trees topple on their homes and just come crushing straight down through their roofs. So I'm grateful for that this morning. That is one thing that I am grateful for, that that situation was not worse. I have so much to be grateful for today and this week. The accomplishments of my children, my life, and my health and my strength. I was a little disappointed in myself because I gained so much weight. It wasn't a lot. It was like between 3 and 5 pounds that I gained over the holiday season. And I know it was by my own doings, just eating a bunch of cookies and cakes and pies and all that crap that I don't normally eat, that I just use the holidays for excuse to indulge in all those things just like everybody else. But I want this weight back off of me, so I'm on a mission right now. I hope you all are joining me in our 3-day, 3-week commitment challenge that I introduced last week. If you did not get a chance to watch that, please do so. I am engaging in the commitment challenge with you all, not only with my weight loss journey, but with different areas of my life that I want to focus on more now, that I don't have to a lot of things that I got out of the way last year, and I can buckle down and focus on some things that I kind of left hanging last year. So I'm committed to bettering myself this year in 2024, and I hope you are as well. So are you guys ready for today's topic this week? Today, I want to talk about alignment. I want to talk about alignment. Of course, I always pray over these lessons, I pray over these words, but this was brought to me in so many different ways. I talked to my twin sister a lot about a lot of different things, and it was confirmation when she brought to my attention. I believe it was last week. She was like, God just gave me alignment. God has given me alignment. He said everything is happening in the way that it's supposed to be happening at the proper time. And I was like, wow, because God has given me alignment too. I'm always obsessed with the stars. And I feel like the stars have been aligned lately, and someone else had brought it to my attention. So when I'm confronted with something like that, when it's like constantly coming to my attention over and over and over again, I'm like, this is not an accident. There's a reason why I am constantly being confronted with alignment over and over and over again. So I bring to you today alignment. We want to talk about what alignment is, why alignment is important, and how can we align ourselves and our lives with where we should be. Getting in alignment with our own lives. So what is alignment? Alignment is when we are living our soul's purpose. I mean, it don't get no deeper than that. It might get a little heavy. It might get a little heavy in here. Y'all bear with me. It might get just a little bit heavy in here this morning. I'm not going to get too heavy for y'all. I know it's not anything that you guys can't handle, but you want to be aligned with your soul's purpose. So that's what alignment is. It feels like an abundance of gratitude, love, and peace. That's what it feels like when you know that you are walking in alignment. And I would like to think that if I am not in alignment with my life and where I need to be right now, then I am well on my way with walking to alignment and my soul's purpose. I want to be full of gratitude. I would rather express gratitude more than anything, more than I want to be rich and I want to be rich, more than I want to be loved and I want to be loved, more than I want peace of mind, and I am addicted to peace in my mind. I crave it. But I want to be grateful. I want to be grateful because gratefulness, gratitude, and blessings go hand in hand. So if you're not thankful for what you have, how can you open yourself up to receive more? And that's one reason why we need to express gratitude. I ain't going to go off on y'all about gratitude anymore, but this is how you know that you are walking in alignment, with your soul purpose, because this is what it feels like when you have no problem with being able to express gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Every little thing you are grateful for, because you know that you don't have to be blessed. Like, it could be someone else that is being blessed way more than you are. I know that I'm blessed. I recognize that I am blessed, and I am grateful for how blessed I am. I know it could be someone else instead of me, and it makes my heart very grateful to be as blessed as I am. Gratitude is an abundance of love. That's what I wrote down, and I love everything about that. It's an abundance of love, and it's an abundance of peace. So when you are overwhelmed with the feelings of gratitude, love, and peace, when you feel these things all at once radiating through your veins, then you are walking in alignment. That is your soul's purpose. So everything has to align, and it has to align at the right time. It is inevitable. There is no way of getting around it. When I looked at this, it just made me think about, so everything, and that means everything, excluding nothing. Everything at one point or another has to be aligned eventually. And we make it so hard because we can be walking in alignment way sooner and way more graceful. I mean, our lives can be a sloppy mess, and it is just so evident that we are not walking in alignment with our lives. When either way, eventually we're going to have to walk into alignment with our lives. And it makes me wonder, I'm not going to get too deep on y'all, if the people who don't experience walking in alignment while they are still here living on this earth, will they experience it on another plane? Like, how does it happen? Or does it happen with us not even recognizing or knowing that we have eventually became into alignment with our soul's purpose or with our lives? But it has to happen one way or another. Everything has to align. It has to align at the right time. So alignment allows us to remove things that are not meant for us and to add things that are. So this can this can include things like religious beliefs. You might have been raised to believe something religiously, which really does not add up to you being aligned with your life. Things in your family, things in your family, you might have been raised up to believe in certain things as far as your family is concerned, things that run in your family, things that could have been inherited down from your family, and that does not align with who you are. Just because this happened in my family generations ago, for this generation, just this generation and that generation, it stops with me. That does not align with my spirit. That's not who I am. Just because that's who they were, they might have been comfortable with living that kind of way or accepting certain things as their reality, but that's not what I want for myself. So it allows us to remove these things when we are not afraid to remove things that are not meant for us. And when we remove certain things, it leaves room to add the things that are meant to be there. This is good. This is so good. I'm like literally on the edge of my seat when I'm doing studies like this. And it just, sometimes I just draw out the study so long because I am just all into it. I'm like letting this thing marinate, like penetrate into my system. Like, okay, I want to understand, because when I sit before you guys, I want you to understand as well. And on top of that, it does so much for me. There's like a ton of notes, that things that I have learned last night during this study that probably didn't make it to my lesson, that is permanently embedded in my brain. That's why it's so important. Go ahead and self-educate. Listen, I'm encouraging you to self-educate. Don't wait to sit in front of a classroom or in front of a computer. Take the initiative on your own to educate yourself on whatever you feel like you want to be educated on. It is going to help you. When I say I get more than y'all do, listen, I'm not boasting or bragging, but I do. I get so much more than I am even able to teach. I mean, not that I'm not able to teach it, but I don't want to take up too much time. I do have different obligations. I try to cram as many things in here that I possibly can. The most important things I try to cram in here, but I do want to respect your time and mine and talk about the things that are mostly important. So that is a great point that I just made there. Alignment allows us to remove things that are not meant for us and to add things that are. So alignment is the key ingredient to success, because without without it, the most perfect strategy in the world will never come into fruition. We can have this perfect plan, map it all out perfect, and then we wonder why it didn't work, because maybe it just wasn't time. Maybe it was not aligned. Maybe it just was not time for this for your plan or your strategy to come into fruition. So we have to think about that. Sometimes we just have to wait. We have to utilize our patience. I have been doing that so much lately, and it makes my heart grateful to know that I have been allowing myself to practice delayed gratification because of the things that I am asking God for. And I know it's going to take hard work, and I know it's going to take effort, and I know it's going to take patience, and I know it's going to take time. But I want to enjoy these things to the max. I want to enjoy them to the fullest, and I don't want to rush my life. I waited this long. I suffered for a long time, and I waited a long time, even for me to get to the point that I am, excuse me, at right now in my life. And I want to be able to practice some kind of patience in my life. So, if your strategy is not working at the time, then maybe you just have to pack yourself some patience. Alignment with God's will for us. Don't look at me crazy. You know I had to go there with God wills for us. Yes, we are going to talk about being in alignment with God's will for us. So coming into fruition of agreement with God. What does God want for us? God wants us to be close to him. He wants us to experience his blessings, and he wants us to fulfill our purpose. So if you ever have any questions in your mind about what God wants for you, please consider those three things. God wants for us to be close to him. That is the best place that you can be. Search within yourself and within your heart the Spirit of God, and allow yourself to be one with him. Allow yourself to be one with God, to be close with God, and do not deny yourself that spiritual connection of having a deep and intimate relationship with your higher power. It is so necessary. God wants us to experience his blessings. Now, come on now. That's a good God. The type of God that wants us to experience his blessings. That is an awesome God. It gets no greater than that. I want you to be happy with what I'm giving you. That is so perfect. I'm grateful for that. God wants us to experience his blessings, and God wants us to fulfill our purpose. So we should want to fulfill our purpose. There's a lot of people out here who have the slightest clue of why God continues to wake them up every day. We don't even know, we are not even close to what our purpose is, here on this earth, or why we are living. So God wants us to fulfill our purpose. And I believe one of the quickest ways that we can fulfill our purpose is going after our own heart's desire, the things that make us happy, what pleases you, what you love to do. That is your purpose. The thing that you were created for is the thing that you love the most. You might like helping people, you might like cooking, or different people find pleasure in different areas of their life, and a lot of people are stuck doing things right now that they would rather not be doing, and that is not in alignment with the will of God or with the will of our own life or where we want to be. And it's not aligned with our purpose and why we are here on this earth. So if you are that person who is stuck doing something or in a place where you would rather not be, that might be in a particular job or in a particular relationship or whatever, and you're just not pleased with where your life is today, you may want to reconsider what you're doing. So alignment means to alignment means to adjust something so that it is in the right place. So that is with anything, like with the car alignment or anything. If your car is not aligned, then it's just not in the right place. So that's how we can think about when we say the word alignment. It is just adjusting it so it is in the right place, because when it's in the right place, then it moves smoothly the way that it is supposed to proceed to move, to operate. It is going in the direction it is supposed to be going, in the way that it is supposed to go. With grace and with ease and doing the things that it was created to do. Your car was created to get you from one place to another, and if your car is not aligned, then it cannot safely get you to where you need to be, maybe for a little while, but you don't want to ride around too long driving a car that is not aligned. I'm just using that one thing for example, but alignment is putting something in its proper place. So if you are not aligned with your life and where you should be right now, then you may not be in your proper place. You may want to consider where you are, the things that you are doing right now. So we cannot be afraid. We have to not be afraid to adjust something sometimes and put them in its proper place. When we are out of alignment, we are less confident within ourselves. And a lot of people walk around with low self-confidence, with low self-esteem, because they are not walking and the will of God and in alignment with their own lives and where they truly desire to be in their lives. So do what you said you are going to do. Doing what you said you are going to do is being in alignment. A lot of times people just don't do that, and it happens so often nowadays. It has become normalized to say you're going to do something and just don't do it. That will never become normal to me. Like it just won't. I know certain people are used to living that way when they say I'm going to call you back, or it's not even them telling someone else they're going to do something, which happens way too often. It has become normal to tell someone that you're going to do something and just not do it in today's society. But you can't even live up to your own personal obligations. So what you care about telling somebody else that you're going to do something if you lie to yourself? You sitting up here lying to yourself, I'm going to do this for myself, and you probably telling somebody else, and I don't want to hear that bull crap, because you said it a million times before. You still saying the same thing that you was saying 20 years ago, and you ain't did nothing yet. And this is for your own life. This is for you. This is to help you and to grow you. And obviously the things that you have lied to yourself and said that you were going to do, it had a major impact on your personal development, your success, your growth, your health. Everything about you depend on these things that you lie to yourself and say you're going to do, and you never end up doing. Procrastination is the enemy to man. We will turn around and realize that we have wasted our entire lives by procrastinating and telling ourselves that we're going to do something, and we just don't do it. So of course you're going to have low self-worth. Of course you're going to have a low self-esteem. Of course you're not going to care about yourself and how you make you feel. How you going to care about how you make other people feel if you don't even care about yourself? A lot of people just have low self-worth and low self-esteem and low self-confidence because they can't even do what they said. Come on, we're going to talk about it because it's the beginning of the year. It is the second week of January, and there are so many things that people are telling themselves that they want to do in this new coming year, just like they did last year. And you still got resolutions hanging on from last year, those same 50, 25 pounds that the doctor said you had to lose, those same goals that you said you wanted to accomplish. I want to open a restaurant, or I want to start selling dinners, or I want to start a side hustle, or become an entrepreneur, or do more for my kids, or further my education, or whatever. Start a YouTube channel, write a book. Or so many people, I wrote my book, and people like, I wrote a book too, and it's still right here, and they just still got like a bunch of raggedy pieces of paper and this notebook in their book bag, and they don't want to take the first, second, or third step to moving on to publish these books or anything. I know people who have had unpublished books for decades that have not even tried to publish these books and have gave themselves so many excuses and reasons why these books have gone unpublished for so long. It is unfreaking believable. But Yeah, we want to be able to be in alignment with the things that we want to do for ourselves. Like, we want to be able to tell ourselves that we can do something and actually go out and do it. So doing what you said you are going to do is being in alignment. When actions line up with words, that is what alignment is. It's easy to talk. It's easy to talk. It's easy to say you're going to do something. Yeah, anybody can do that. It sounds real good, and you giving me goosebumps just hearing you talk about all this stuff that you want to do. But it's going to be even better when I see you become successful as you want to be and do the things that you know you want to do. When you set out to do these things, make it your reality. It's good to dream. It's good to believe. It's good to manifest. It's good to think these things over through in your mind, but you cannot stop there. You literally have to put words to action and go out here and do it. That's when you feel good about yourself. That's when you feel proud of yourself. That's when you feel proud of who you are, when you know that you are the type of person who can literally do what you said you want to do. So how about let's practice being that person? Let's be the person who can actually do the thing that we set out in our hearts and in our minds to do. So try this. I dare you. I dare you to try this. Use your power to imagine a different version of yourself, the version that you were created to be if you were living in alignment with your purpose. Take a few moments. You don't have to do it right now. You do not have to do it right now after this message, or you can do it right now. Close your eyes and think about it. Like, how would my life be? Where would I be if I was literally walking into alignment with my life's true purpose? Would I truly be happy? Would I have peace in my mind? Would I have love in my life? Will I have joy and fulfillment? Will I wake up every day being happy and as fulfilled as I want to be in my heart and in my mind, living out my true purpose? Use your power. Use your own power to think about yourself and your life and where you would be if you were walking in alignment with your own purpose. Wow, that's deep. Like that's deep. There's so many things that I want in life, so many places that I want to be, and so many things I want to do, so many things that I am asking God for, so many things I want to do for other people. I want to extend myself to the world and be who I am on such a grand level. And I imagine myself. I remember I took my son to the Eagles game last year in Philly. We went to a home game, and that was my first time ever going to a game, any kind of game. That was a professional game, an NFL game. So when I got there, I'm already in the midst of me being this version of me. And when I got there and I looked around, and I can see directly in the middle of the field, we're in Lincoln Financial Field, and I saw myself standing in the middle of that field, and hundreds of thousands, I don't even know how many seats can fit in there, but I imagine it was me standing there and delivering a motivational message, and so many people being at that level of excitement that they were for the Philadelphia Eagles that day. And I literally saw myself. I was like, wow. And I felt it. Like I felt it. Like I was like, that's gonna be me one day, standing there delivering a message in front of so many people, and it's not for the fortune, or it's not for the fame. I just hope to believe that and I know it's a lot of people that have hope for themselves, but if I can have that major impact on so many people across the world, people that have hope for themselves, that are holding on to that hope, and that is inspired by my story and a person like me. That's where I see myself. That's what I see myself doing, and that's the type of things that I am pushing towards. I see myself standing in the middle of Lincoln Financial Field. It made me think about Kevin Hart when he sold out the Eagles field for one of his for one of his shows, and I was like, wow, that's just gonna be me. I just see myself on such a grand level, and I'm gonna make that my reality one day. And I want us to be able to think, and that might not be what nowhere near what you want for yourself, but you want something for yourself. Like, what do you want for yourself? Where do you see yourself one day? Like, what do you want to have? Close your eyes and imagine the next time you are in a place or surrounded around something that is filling your heart with peace and joy. Imagine yourself being exactly where you want it to be. It can be in a magazine or on a TV, or things that you desire for yourself. It could be financial gain or materialistic things, even though I don't want myself to be consumed with the desire of materialistic things, because I know that there are so many different things that are more important than financial and materialistic gain. Even though that is a part of my goals, I don't want that to be my primary goal. I want to help people, and I want to spread the message of hope, joy, and peace and love all across the world. And I believe that God is allowing me to walk in that. So I'm not afraid to dream. I'm not afraid to dream, even when I'm put in settings like that. I'm so glad that I did not deny myself that opportunity to put myself in the middle of Lincoln Financial Field and imagine that it was me, prepare myself to speak hope and life into millions of people all across the world. So I don't want you to deny yourself that either. Dreamers are the makers of the world. We make the world what it is. That's how a lot of things came to be, innovations and skills and so many major impacts that people had on the world. They were dreamers first, and I want us to be able to allow ourselves to be dreamers as well. So alignment is thoughts, feelings, actions, and moving toward. Alignment is thoughts, feelings, and actions moving towards the same direction for the same purpose. That's what alignment looks like. That is what alignment looks like. We can take ourselves back to that car. Our cars operate on four wheels. You can't have one car going to the left, or one tire going to the left, one tire going backwards, one tire going to the right, and this tire going that way. The car is not going to operate at all. And that's us. Sometimes we are in a complete halt in our life. We are not moving forward at all towards the things that we are supposed to be moving forward towards, because we are not in alignment with where we need to be. We need to be all aligned and all in the same direction. We need to be in agreement with our lives and with ourselves and our minds and our bodies and our thoughts and our actions and our goals and our dreams and all of those type of things, and then in alignment with the will of God. It needs to be operating on the same level for the same purpose and moving in the same direction. So that is what alignment looks like. So sometimes our lives can be a mess. Sometimes we can be going in 20,001 different directions all at one time and making zero progress. And we are steady working harder and doing this and doing that, and we are literally making no progress. And I know that can resonate with so many people. Like, I am working so hard, I am trying so hard, and it feels like the things that I am doing have gone in vain. I don't see any fruits of my labor. It feels like I'm taking 10 steps forward and 20 steps backwards. What is going on? It is time for you to reevaluate your life and think about where you are and why you are putting so much effort into the things that you are putting effort into, and are these things in alignment with your life and where you should be in your life right now. So alignment is consistently showing up as who you are, the person that you are. That is what alignment is. When you are not scared to be who you are. So it's so many carbon copies in our society today, and no one is comfortable with themselves. Everyone wants to be and do what the other person is doing because it's so socially acceptable. That's why we got so many weed smokers and bottle poppers and pill poppers and all of that type of stuff, because we want to fall in with the crowd. God forbid you say, I'll pass or I don't drink. I go on vacation. Listen, I love to party. I love going to parties. I love to party. I love going on vacations, but I don't drink. And when I tell people I don't drink, number one, they try to continue to offer me drinks, like just take a little one. And I'm like, no, I don't want it and I don't need it. Number two, they be like looking at me crazy, like, wow, she don't drink. And then like, as far as like, when I was a little more out into the dating scene and guys would think that they could lick me up and give me a little bit of weed and come on, you want some weed? Oh, you want some weed or drink? So now they gotta move on to plan B when they realize that I don't drink or smoke weed, and I'm not going to do it to be socially acceptable. I'm not going to. I mean, I was just like, I'm not judgmental, So I have dated guys that smoke a little bit of weed or drink or whatever. I'm not going to not date you because you like to drink and smoke weed, but that's just not what I do, and I'm not going to do it to try to fall in line with what you and everybody else is doing. I'd rather be me. And that way, And when I'm out here popping and locking and dropping it like it's hot and all that kind of stuff, and y'all be thinking I'm drunk, then like, and my motive too sometimes is to let people know that you don't have to be intoxicated to have a good time. You just don't. I mean, you can have more fun without passing out and tripping and throwing up, and you don't know how you got home and all that kind of stuff. I like it better sober. I just do. I have way more fun sober than I have ever had being intoxicated. And I'm not ashamed of myself. I'm not ashamed of my actions. Yeah, so what? I like having fun. I get a little ratchet now, a little now and then. I like to go out there and get ratchet, but for those of y'all who know what ratchet is, listen, I'm from North Philly. I'm not going to act like I'm not, because I am. But yeah, when you're not scared to be who you are, that's when you are in alignment with yourself. So alignment is consistently showing up as the person you are, living your values and speaking your truth. That's what I'm doing right now. I am speaking my truth. I have never been the type of person that held my tongue or not spoke my truth. And yes, I lost a lot of friends and not friends because I'm not afraid to open my mouth and say, wait a minute, that's not right. Like, that should not be done. You can exclude me from those type of behaviors, because number one, I know right from wrong, and when you know better, you do better. And if I know that you are engaging in activities that I do that is against my will, my teachings, and my values, and the things that I were taught, and I just know better, and I'm not afraid to speak my truth. I'm just not. I'm not afraid to speak my truth, whether I don't care who likes it or who does not like it. And like I said, I have lost many people along the way because I have chosen to be the type of person. It frees me when I'm able to speak my truth. I don't want to walk around with all this stuff boggled up in me, and I'm biting my tongue and holding things back, and you doing stuff that I know that's offensive or hurtful to me. And I don't go around just picking at every little thing all the time. I make certain decisions. If I don't deal with you on a certain level anymore, it's just because that's what I choose, because of how you are. And if somebody asks me, I will tell them why I don't associate with certain people on certain levels because of my own particular reason, because it don't align with my truth, my morals, my values, and who I am. So now I choose to only associate myself with people that align with the type of person that I am, the people that make me feel good, that same energy can be reciprocated with people who have common goals and desires for their lives, such as I do. The type of people that I associate myself with now are totally different from the type of people that I associated myself with years ago, and it don't matter who you are. It really doesn't. I mean, anybody could have gone at this point and still can, because today I choose me, and I choose to walk in the alignment, in my alignment, in my truth, in my oneness, and in myself, and in my purpose, so I can live in the will of God. And if you choose not to, then whatever floats your boat. Just know that how your life is going to look, these are the sacrifices that you are going to make. You're going to sacrifice your own peace of mind. You are going to sacrifice your own happiness and your own peace of joy, if you choose not to walk in your truth and walk in alignment with who you really are. So when you spend your money, time, and energy on things that bring you happiness, you are living in alignment. I would rather spend my money, time, and energy on things that make me happy. I would rather do that than spend it on anything else. Number one, we think we're going to be here forever. I know a lot of people that live their lives like they just got a whole knapsack of them out hanging up in their closet or something. Like, this a one-shot deal. Like, it just is. And some people mess it up until they can't mess it up no more. And I don't want to be that person. I don't want to turn and have realized, look back on my life and be like, damn, like I just allowed myself to waste so much of my time and my energy. Why am I still arguing with these same people? Why have so many years have gone past and I have not seen any growth or progress in my life or within myself? Why am I still on drugs? Why am I still drinking? Why am I still spending money on things I could have bought a house with all the money that I spent using? Listen, y'all think it's a game. Y'all play too much. A lot of people, some people, y'all just full of play because you have wasted too much money, time, and energy when you could have at any given point refocused all of that so it could have been in alignment and added more purpose to your life. When you have added more purpose to your life. I mean, when you could have added more purpose to your life. So yeah, I mean that's when you know that you're in alignment. I'm so glad that I wrote that down. When you are spending your money, time, and energy on things that bring you happiness. So now I think I find myself doing that more often. I'm so glad that I'm not on drugs anymore. That's so much money that I don't spend. I'm so glad that I don't drink anymore. I'm so glad that I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. Now, granted, when I did smoke cigarettes, they were way cheaper. Well, about somewhat cheaper than what they are right now. But when I see the prices of cigarettes nowadays, I'm like, I am so glad I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. But it is a personal pleasure that some people choose not to live without. Whatever floats your boat. What people choose to do with their money is their own business. I'm just glad that I'm not doing those type of things with my money anymore. I would rather be doing other things for myself and for my children, and things that are going to add great value to my life and me having more in my future, setting a foundation, leaving something behind and doing better for myself. So I feel good about myself for where I'm at today, and I'm grateful that I'm not doing a lot of things that I have grown past doing. Listen, mistakes are allowed. We all mess up. Pimps mess up too. Like, listen, I done made my mistakes, did everything that I felt like I was grown enough to do. And I'm so glad that I have outgrown those things. I am so grateful that I am not the person that never outgrew their mistakes. Some people take these mistakes to their grave. Like, I know people that are older than me and that are stupid, still living in the same mistakes and even worse, and see the reflection that these things have had and still have on their lives by them not doing the things that they know they should be doing to better their lives. And you can't complain about where your life is today. And so I don't want to be unsympathetic towards people and their situations and where they are today. But don't do a whole bunch of complaining to me about where you are when, number one, you okay, like I said, pimps mess up. You know what you do to keep yourself in the situation that you are in right now. Don't come to me talking about I gotta take certain amount, such and such pills today and all of this and that, and you know what you doing to be in the situation that you are in. Why are you complaining about it? You're not complaining when you doing it, and I'm not trying to be unsympathetic to where you are today, because I hate to see anybody suffer in any kind of way. But if there are clearly things that you can be doing to better your situation and you just not doing it, please don't complain about it, or you're going to have to find somebody else to complain to, because I'm changing the subject. I just am. I'm not going to sit up here and complain to you about something that I am putting myself in a position of. That's my own fault. That is my stupidity. That why am I still doing it? Why I'm going complain to you about the same person that I've been in a bad relationship with or arguing with? Nobody making me stay in that relationship or keep arguing with that same person. I'm not going to complain to you. That's my choice. So don't come complaining to me if you know you making the choice to be with who you choose to be with. And I know certain people, they try to do that, and I just don't respect that, because you can be doing anything to move past where you are. And number one of the main reasons why I don't respect it is because I've done it. I have taken drastic measures to move past some of the worst situations in my life. I've lived it. I lived bad relationships. I had to get divorced. I have lived in my body being unhealthy or overweight, and all the things that I had to fight through, bad decisions, and being a single parent, and me being on drugs. I don't blame those things on other people. Those are things that I did to myself. What am I complaining to you about things that I did to myself for? Don't come complaining to me when you know you could be doing something about your life. I don't mind talking to people. I don't mind counseling people. I don't mind helping people through situations. But if we are not going to talk about solutions, don't talk to me about what somebody else is doing, because you have the power within yourself to move past any situation. And I'm not telling you because I studied it. I'm not telling you because I learned it. I'm telling you because I lived it. These are the things that I lived. I have experience with living these things. When I say I am an overcomer, I am an overcomer. I can still be in some of the situations that I found myself stuck in for so long. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's not cliche. That's real. I'm tired. I am sick and tired of being in the same situation. Who I was getting ready to say relationship. Y'all know that thing got bad for a minute. I was like, listen, this is going to be me or him. I thought I was going to go to jail. Stop playing with me. Please stop playing with me, because if you're not going to do something about moving past where you are in whatever situation that you are in your life, don't crack your crusty lips to complain about it to anybody with where you are if you know you're not going to do nothing about it. And I'm talking to all my New Year's resolutionaries who say they going to do something, who know you need to do it, who know your health has been in the same situation that your health has been stuck in. You know you're not happy. You know you don't have the peace of mind that you want over your life. You look at other people and that person seems so happy. You can be happy too. You just not making the decision to be happy. I wake up every morning and make the sound decision in my mind that today I'm going to be happy. I don't care which one of these kids think they gonna get on my nerves. I will run them out of here like their behind is on fire if you think you gonna sit here and tap dance on my last nerve, because I'll tap dance on yours first. And that goes for anybody. That goes for anybody. So listen, we have to learn how to walk in our truth and do the things that align to our true purpose, the things that you want. I'm not talking about nothing that nobody else want for you. These are the things that you really want for yourself, because you might want something for yourself, but by your actions and by the way that you live, that can be totally, your actions can be totally outside of your own will for yourself. You ain't doing nothing that says what your heart truly desires. You don't even speak about those things because you think people going to look at you crazy, or they're going to look at you stupid, or who you think you is, and you want all these things for your life. Speak about the things that you want. Think about the things that you want. Pray about the things that you want. Manifest the things that you want so they can become your reality. Don't shy away from your own hearts, your own true desires, the things that you want for yourself. I'm not talking about what your mama said or what your sister said you should be doing or what you should not be doing. Nobody knows what's truly best for you but you. Follow your own heart's desire and begin to walk in alignment with the things that you really want for your life. That is what alignment looks like. Find your passion. I didn't even realize. That's why I hate when I start talking too much, because then I get ahead of myself, and it's right here in my notes. Find your passion and your purpose. I just said it. The things that you really want for yourself. Find your passion. Know yourself. Know who you are. Apologize to yourself for living below your own standards. For way too long, we have lived below our own standards. And we need to apologize to ourselves for allowing ourselves to become people's doormats, for settling for less than what we are truly worth, for not living up to our own standards. We know better. We have been taught better. Our mothers taught us, our fathers taught us, and we have chose to live below our own standards for way too long. We need to apologize to ourselves so we can move past that and get what we really deserve in our lives. Be authentically you. I cannot say that enough. Be who you truly are. Be authentically who you truly are so you can walk in alignment with your soul's purpose. So angel numbers. How many of us are familiar with angel numbers? Angel numbers are a sign of direction and confirmation, believed to have a spiritual significance and comes in sequence. So when we see numbers that comes in triples, I'm gonna break them down. Yep, I'm gonna break down angel numbers to y'all. I'm gonna try to make it quick, but this is so personal for me because I see angel numbers every single day. But during this study, I didn't even realize that angel numbers can not only be like 333, 555, or whatever. The angel numbers can come in like 4252, 535, 353. So if you see a sequence of numbers in that way, I'm going to break down the significance of recognizing angel numbers and what they may mean in your life, and how you can align yourself with the purpose of your life by addressing your angel numbers when they come to you. So I'm going to start from 1 and I'm going to go all the way to 9. I'm going to try to make this quick because I know I'm already taking up enough of your time. But angel number 111 is green light. I'm gonna give y'all the meaning of angel numbers 1 through 9. So it literally said angel number 111 is the green light. That means it is time to act. If you see angel number 111, I always thought to believe that angel number 111 were signs from the angels that God was allowing us to be protected and watched over by angels when we see the angel number 111. So I don't know, we can personalize it, we can look into it on our own, whatever you feel like these angel numbers might mean to you. Angel number 222 is balance, harmony, and love. That's what I got when I looked up angel number 222. I see 222 quite often. I never know what to make of angel number 222, but when I see any angel number, I pray. So that's what I do, or I speak to God, or allow myself to be open to the blessings of the universe. And I just allow myself to be readily available to be blessed even in that moment. I always see angel numbers as a sign of significance in my life. So it may mean something to you, it may not mean something to you. So we're at 3. Angel number 333 is confirmation that you are on the right path. So I do see angel number 333. I'm gonna tell y'all the angel numbers that I see the most. So 333 is the angel number that I see quite often, but I see 222 more than I see angel number 333. So angel number 444 means foundation, stability, being rooted and grounded. That's what it said when I looked up angel number 444. Angel number 444 is one that I see quite often. I see angel number 444 so much. And I kind of personalize the meaning of angel number 444, what I believe that it means to me. I'm not going to say what I believe angel number 444 means to me, but it is very personal and very big to me. It's everything that I've been waiting for when I see angel number 444. Angel number 555 means it's time, freedom, promotion, and elevation. That's what it said when I looked up angel number 555. We're talking about alignment today. And when we come across these angel numbers, I believe that these angel numbers are a sign of alignment, that we are on the right path when we see any of these angel numbers, when we come across these angel numbers. So 555 said it's time, freedom, promotion, and elevation. 555 spiritually is a number of grace to me. I believe somewhere in the Word of God. I'm not going to say exactly where or what. It might be somewhere in Revelations. I don't know. Where 555 is meant to be a sign of grace. So I always thought angel number 555 is meant to be grace. So when I do see angel number 555, and when I see angel number 555, I always thank God for grace. I say, Lord, thank you for grace, for allowing my life to have grace upon it. Angel number 666. Ooh, I know it's scary. People do not like seeing angel number 666. It is said to be demonic or evil or whatever, the signs of evil. I don't know. I don't look into all that stuff. When I see angel number 666, which I do see angel number 666, I always look at it as a good sign. So when I looked into it, angel number 666 is a sign of nurturing and of beauty. I always see angel number 666 as a sign of beauty. And let me just say, it can be whatever you perceive it to be. I used to be afraid of angel number 666 because it's said to be such evil and all these type of things. I can't even pinpoint exactly what it's supposed to mean in that perspective, but I chose to not look at angel number 666 as a demonic thing or whatever. And I have been looking at it as maybe a sign of beauty. And I'm grateful when God allows me to see angel number 666. It makes me feel good. I perceive it in ways that I want to perceive it. And I pray over the number 666 when I see it as well. I thank God for allowing me to see the angel number 666. It catches my attention just as well as all the other angel numbers does, and I never see it as a bad sign. So that's up to you how you want to look at angel number 666. Angel number 777. Understanding and truth. I love that. I know we see 7 as a lucky number. When I looked up angel number 777, it said something about the casino and shooting dice, and I don't know how to do none of that. I don't know what 777 mean on the crap table or on the slot machines. When I do go to the casino, the slot machines confuse me half the time, and I don't even know what that means as far as 777 is concerned. But sometimes just even though it says understanding and truth, that that means a lot, because sometimes we can be confused and not have clarity or direction on the way that we should go in our life. And if you see 777, if you choose to see it as a sign of understanding and truth, then maybe you will get more understanding and truth in your life. And it's all how we perceive these things. It's all perspective. Angel number 888. I love the number 8 because of the shape of the number 8. And I just believe that everything is meant to come into fruition. I do see the number, angel number 888. Everything is meant to come full circle. So the angel number 8 means so much to me. So 888, from me looking into this angel number, it says it means vibration and power. That's powerful right there. So when you're vibrating, you don't want to vibrate your life on low levels. You want to vibrate your life on high levels so you can become one with your greatness. And 888 is another number of vibration and power means a lot too, because sometimes we give away our power and we don't take advantage of utilizing our own power, which we should. So angel number 999 is the number for compassion and our soul purpose. So if you see the number 999, just from looking up these angel numbers, it can be a number for compassion and your soul purpose, that is what we're talking about. Because when you are in alignment, you are in alignment with your soul purpose. That is what the definition that we talked about when we first started talking about the beginning of our lesson. Alignment is when we are living in our soul purpose. So that is what angel number 999 is compassion and soul purpose. So when we see these numbers, we should take a moment to believe in what we hope and wish for. And me personally, like I said, I pray over these numbers and I speak positive words over myself, and I tell myself that I am open and available to receive the goodness of God and the things that He has for me. Any and every time I see angel numbers, I have gotten in the habit of doing this. We are talking about learning how to become in alignment with our true soul's purpose with the will of God for our lives. So when we are in alignment, we are happier and we are more optimistic about our own future. Continue to count your blessings and practice gratitude so that you may be in alignment. When we are in alignment, things just make sense. That's how you know that you are in alignment, when things just add up, they come together and they just make sense. When you don't have to question every single thing. Why is this happening? Like, God will give you clarity on every situation, on things that they would just make sense. I ran into to a very beautiful person I love running into on the regular basis, and I had not seen her since before the holidays, and she told me that she lost two loved ones right in the midst of holidays. And I know that was some people's reality, that they had lost loved ones right in the midst of the holidays. And I'm like, that is, I guess, probably one of the worst times to lose a loved one, when people are gathering and celebrating and all of those type of happy and merry things, and now all of a sudden you lose a loved one and you have to deal with the devastating loss of a loved one right in the midst of holiday season. And this person's perspective and her outlook on the people that she lost, it was more than one person, and this is in her bloodline, her family, her relatives, back to back, right in the midst of holiday season. Since the last time I saw her, and I see her quite often, and since the last time I saw her, she lost two people. And I could tell by her reaction to her losing her loved ones that she is in alignment with her soul's purpose and with the will of God. She wasn't completely tore up about even just telling me, and I'm quite sure she was hurt and she had to attend their funerals and all of those type of things. And she was talking about the bright side of it, the suffering that her relatives had done for so long, and just her reaction to it. That's how you know that you are in alignment with your life and with yourself and with the will of God, when you can still stand steady even through excuse me, trials and hard times and tribulations and all of those type things, and you can still have a smile on your face, and you can still pray and believe and have hope and all of those type of things, and be grateful and count your blessings. And I just hear her counting her blessings even as she talked to me about these things, and at least I was able to do this and see that person, and ended up being with even more of my relatives because we lost a loved one. So she was just looking at the bright side of all of these things happening in the midst of holiday season. And that's where you want to be, in alignment with your own life, when you can not let the circumstances of life kind of throw you off of alignment and away from the will of God and where you are in your life right now. So when we are in alignment, when we are in alignment, things just seem to make sense. And that can be anything. That can be with the loss of loved ones. Sometimes it's time, sometimes we feel like it is not time, but I try not to question God's will or God's way. It may have been time, even if it seemed premature to us, the loss of loved ones, and we just didn't know that it was their time. So we cannot question God and his methods and his strategies and the things that he do. We just have to trust him. So I do have one quote and one affirmation, but I just do want to say really quickly before I get into my quote and my affirmation that this message on alignment was so personal for me. It was really personal because I want to be in alignment with my life and with myself and with the will of God and with my soul's purpose. I want to fulfill the reason that I am here on this earth and walk in walk in alignment with my life. I don't want to struggle and have steady friction with every moment of my life. I want to find purpose and pleasure and peace in every area of my life, and I'm not going to find those things, if I am in constant conflict with myself and with my own mind, and I don't understand, and I'm just constantly going back and forth and all of those type of things, I understand that everything is not for me to understand, and I move past certain things so I can be in alignment to where I want to be. And I encourage all of us to do those things, because quite often we waste so much of our time and so much of our energy and so much of our focus on things that are not important, and we allow so much of our lives to pass us by. And we need to redirect our focus and get back in alignment and do the things that we need to do for ourselves. So what better time is it to talk about these things than now? We are right in the midst of our resolutions and the beginning of the new year. We need to take advantage of this opportunity to do whatever we want to do that is going to better us, grow us, move us forward, and all of those type of things, so we can get in alignment and be where we want to be in life. It's time for us to be happy. It is time for us to be free. It's time for us to be free in our minds. It is time for our lives to be full of peace and joy and prosperity and abundance and all the things that God has for us. Those things are waiting for us. It is us that are not doing the things that we need to do to move forward towards the things that we need to move forward towards. So it's time to stop procrastinating. It is time for us to stop putting our lives and our happiness on a back burner and prioritize us. Do the things that we really need to do to fulfill our own true heart's desires, our own purpose, our own passion, our own truth, our own destiny, and to walk in alignment to where we really want to be in our lives. So do it for yourself. So consider some of the things that I talked to you guys about today, today, as far as alignment is concerned. So my quote is, "It's not enough to know thyself, you must be thyself." It's not enough to know thyself, you must be thyself. And by being yourself, you will walk in alignment with your soul's purpose. That is the only way that it is going to happen for you. We have to stop being carbon copies. We have to stop looking at what everybody else is doing, and I want to do this and I want to do that. What makes you happy? What makes your soul happy? What pleases you? Do you know yourself? Do you know what you like? Do you know what you love? Do you know what pleases? Do you know what you want? Do you know what you want out of life? Be who you are. Walk your truth. Talk your truth. Speak your truth. Do whatever aligns with who you are, so you can be in alignment with who you are. That's the only way it's going to happen, is when you know yourself. It's not enough to just know yourself. You have to act on it and be yourself as well. So my affirmation for alignment is, my spirit is enlightened. My spirit is enlightened. And I want you to speak that over yourself. My spirit is enlightened. That may not understand, that I have an awareness of life. There is nothing wrong with your spirit being enlightened on a whole nother level than what it is enlightened on now. You want to be open and free to the things that truly serves you. So you want your spirit. Listen, I am just a mere suggestion. I suggest that you speak these things over yourself so you can walk into your oneness and into your greatness, not for me, but for you. So I want you to speak that over yourself. Even if your spirit is not enlightened, I want you to speak that over yourself until it becomes your reality. My spirit is enlightened. I have a deep understanding and oneness and awareness with myself and my soul's purpose. My spirit is enlightened. Speak that over yourself. So that is it. I am done. I am getting out of your way. Good morning. God bless you. I love you. I think I got like 2 more minutes that I can still say good morning, grand rising, greeting. God bless you. Thank you so much for all of you who are on here and is joining my live. I am so grateful for your presence here. It means so much to me, more than I can say. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your interactions. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I appreciate it all. Before I go, really quickly, I want to shout out my YouTube channel. That is True Value Knowing Your Worth on YouTube. Also, my books are still available and still on sale on Amazon Kindle version. You can buy a paperback copy or you can buy a virtual copy and it will still be yours. So my first book is True Value Knowing Your Worth. My second book is Walking Treasure, Discover Your Hidden Treasures. My third book is Feed Your Soul, Your Personal Guide to Health and Wellness. If you have a health journey that you want to get on, especially right now, you may want to consider going to Amazon and buying my book, Feed Your Soul. Look up my name. My name is Sakira Bay, for those of you who don't know me, and purchase Feed Your Soul. And that is your personal guide to health and wellness. And my last book is called Religiously. Religiously is my favorite. And I am working on a current project that I have been taking my time walking into this new year. I don't want to rush my newest project, but you can look forward to my newest project being published soon. So Religiously is my fourth book. I am working on my fifth book currently as we speak. So y'all pray for me. I'm gonna be praying for y'all. God bless you. I love you once again. Thank you. Go out here and get over this hump. Listen, don't let the hump day take control of you. Go out here and take control of this hump day. Tell yourself today is going to be the best Wednesday of my entire life. So Lord willing, I will be back here on Friday, 9:30 a.m. sharp. I am so excited. I have some exciting things going on with my children this week. I am overly super proud of them. And Friday is going to be a busy day for me, but I think I will have time to pop on here really quickly Friday morning at 9:30 a.m. So look out for me then. In the meantime, you guys continue to stay blessed, be blessed, focus on your mental health and where you want to be mentally, your peace of mind, and think about some of the things that I said about alignment today. If you did not catch the full video, I suggest that you go back and watch the full video on alignment, being in alignment with the will of God and with the will of your true soul's purpose. Your greatness is waiting for you. The best days and years and times of your life is waiting for you. You have gotten through some of the worst times of your life. It's time to walk in your greatness. It is time to live your best life. It is time to be authentically true to yourself and who you are, and be happy with who you are. Accept yourself, love yourself, speak great things over yourself, peace of mind, joy, love, happiness, all the things that God has waiting for you. These things are your birthright. They are rightfully yours. They are waiting for you. All you have to do is go out here and get what is already yours. So in the meantime, God bless you and I love you. Y'all continue to stay blessed.